Hi, welcome back. Time to find out what we got wrong and what we missed from TV's Andy Levy at the Red Eye News Deck. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Good.
Good. For those of you watching at home, the Indians just tied the game 1-1.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's. Wait, it's 3 in the morning. Is there a rain delay?
Trump is doing well in the Irish betting markets. Fella, you said Trump is now 2-1. He is actually he's 9-4 at Paddy Power.
Oh, is that what they have, Matt?
Yeah.
So I read today in the Post that he was 2-1. But either way, Andy, that's a lot of good equity.
Well, the thing is, he was 5-1 before the
Like a week
whole
ago.
FBI Wiener thing happened, and now he's gone to 9-4. So.
Yeah, their adjustments make more sense than the polls.
Yeah.
Like that ABC poll went from 12-1 before the email thing.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Clinton, by the way, went from 2-9, which was an 81% chance of winning, to 4-11, which is a 73% chance of winning.
Whoa! It's in the hunt.
That's where we stand now. Laura, you said we're looking at the Mexican peso as a proxy for which way this election is going.
Sure.
Isn't that why we need the wall?
No, but you know, Trump's, I'm going to be in the weeds, not really. His policies, right, on immigration and trade would directly impact Mexico, and so
Sure.
this is the best. You get it.
But yeah, no, I know.
But I think it's really fascinating that all these years I've spent toiling away in the markets, and now I have to look at the peso, ticker MXN,
Yeah, and
every day.
then I made a cheap little joke about your entire career.
Hey, as long as you got off on it, that's all.
Way to go, Andy.
Fair enough. Remy, you said Trump closing in the polls has everything to do with Comey's letter. I don't think that's completely true. The polls that came out around the same time of the Comey letter, or like a day or two after, showed Trump narrowing the gap, and that hadn't yet taken the Comey stuff into account.
I trust that you're more familiar with the polls than I am. I don't tend to even believe them anymore. There's so many of them. They're all slightly different. The margin of error is getting bigger and bigger by the day. So I don't buy all of those.
I don't
polls.
believe any of that is true. I just made all of that up. Mackie, did you take a cheap shot at people who go on TV shows without shaving?
I did indeed.
Yeah, unappreciated over here.
Well, that's not even a fact check.
No, it is not. It is not. It is a fact that I did not appreciate it.
Yes.
Tom, you said you don't like these Irish people betting on our election, that it feels like interfering.
Yeah.
Isn't it true you don't like the Irish people, period?
I'm Irish, Andy.
Yeah, but still.
The self-hating Irish.
I love the Irish, Andy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny.
By the way, Trump's 9-4 odds at Paddy Power are now better than the Cavaliers repeating as NBA champs.
Whoa.
Better than the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. Better than Taylor Swift winning Best Album at the 2017 Grammys. And this shocked me. Better than Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle becoming the next pope.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I had him in my office.
Yeah,
pool.
no, I know, me too. Yeah.
I had him and the guy from Romania who's a
I've had my
3 seed.
eye on him for like 17 years.
Yeah,
and I feel like this
guy.
is his time. Yeah. Hillary practiced her listening face. You can tell she practices because it's much better than her I'm not lying face. It's much better than her I've got nothing to hide face. And it's much better than her I had nothing to do with Vince Foster's death face.
She wears that all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, man. That's a great one.
Tom, you mentioned Clinton saying it was the first time a woman had ever been on a debate stage in a general election. Then you brought up Geraldine Ferraro.
Yeah.
She was VP. I mean, it's pretty clear Clinton was talking about for presidency.
Well, yeah, I mean, but the debate stage, she was
The presidential debate
mano a
stage.
mano on the big debate stage.
Sure. Yeah.
Palin
She
was
should
there.
have said for president.
Palin was there too.
I don't think you know what mano a mano means.
And yes, Palin. I forgot about
Palin
Palin.
was there. Can I call you Joe?
Again, though,
She said.
not presidential.
Well, it was the big stage.
I'm saying you are not presidential.
She shouldn't have said it, Andy.
Why not?
Because we've seen women on the big stages
Not
before.
on the presidential
She
debate
should
stage.
just stop with the woman thing. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Laura, you said we all know the devastating phenomenon of resting bee face.
You want to see mine?
Yeah, and you said it was unfair considering Trump's bluster won him the nomination.
Yours works though. It's good.
Totally agree. I
It's
totally
not
agree with you,
resting.
Laura.
Thank you, Andy.
Yep. If you were paying attention to me, you would have heard that.
I was distracted by this handsome, unshaven pillar.
Yo, Mackie.
Remy and Joe. Remy, I don't know. I don't think it makes Hillary look bad for her to say she worked on her listening face. I think it's fine, particularly considering she was debating Trump. But Joe, you said the number one thing about having fake, insincere facial expressions is that you don't tell people. I'm not entirely sure why she felt the need to talk about this.
Andy,
Yeah.
can I jump in on this?
Well, since neither one of them is going to say a word, sure.
Well, to Tom's point, this thing was definitely taped last week,
Yeah.
and they were spiking the football last week.
No, I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent point, Jimmy, and I'm glad you made it.
Thanks.
To be fair to Hillary, I had to work on my face, Andy. This is my face before listening to the guest.
No, and Andy, I did want to just say one more thing about it, though. She's boasting about practicing something that she probably shouldn't even bring up.
Yeah.
And most people, I think even her supporters will acknowledge that it's her expressions and her tone that are really sometimes off-putting for people. So even with her preparation, she's not very good at these faces. So
Okay.
all around, I think it was a bad comment for her to make.
All right. I'm not sure she was boasting, but that's all right. Joe Biden has a plan. You know who else had a plan? Remy, you said you're going to miss Joe Biden in the news cycle. I completely agree. And I think that's because he does have that air of authenticity about him, doesn't he?
Yes, I think so.
He does not practice his faces.
No, and you know what? He doesn't come across as mean-spirited.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I've never met him, but everything I've seen about him seems like a very warm and kind person.
Absolutely. He seems like a good guy to have a non-alcoholic beer with. Fela, I agree with you. I think Biden would have won a Democratic primary over Hillary. I don't think Bernie would have won if he ran as an independent.
But do you think he could have kept it close? Like if Johnson has 5 with the mess he's made, what do you think Bernie would have? Could he have 20?
Maybe, but I think Trump would be way ahead.
Yeah, even if he did, Trump would have 40.
Yeah. Hey, you telling me Tom Shalhoub wouldn't sign for that?
I mean, yeah.
Let's see, toxic masculinity. Tom, when you said, have you ever loved yourself on a unicycle?
Yeah.
I thought I was in the cockpit in an airplane.
It's a winner.
Remy, you said you're not going to say that being masculine makes you more likely to commit a crime. So why do many more men than women commit crimes?
Well, I don't know if that's actually true.
It is
There
true.
might be more violent crimes, and women may just be smarter, not getting caught at the crimes that they commit.
Okay, fair enough. All right. And just lastly, Joe, when Tom asked you if masculinity is so toxic, would you even be alive? You took it as an insult. But I think maybe he meant that you're so masculine that if masculinity were toxic, the toxins in your body, the level of toxins would have killed you.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. Probably
there
because
is-
it's not what he meant.
That's what I meant. Of course, it's what I meant.
Why would you get my hopes up like that?
Of course, there's no other way to take it.
Yeah, no, I think that is what he meant.
Is masculinity coursing through his veins?
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, this is a tough night.
Jackie.
I am done.
Thank you, Andy.
Good work, Andy.
Coming up.